They stare cause they know I'm the ITGIRL. You know I am that girl. Shh, bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girl from
18. Look guys, once again, back to what I said. Remember, it's like I was like, oh, I hope that I don't give up this time and that I stay committed to California and that I don't do what I did last time. Saying goodbye doesn't have to be a sad thing. I just guess in the meantime, I'm just trying to figure life out, and maybe I'm someone who just needs to always be on the go. I've lost my fucking mind once again, like, that's why I keep doing this shit. So I went back to California only to be coming back to Texas once again. That's kind of been taking a toll on me because I'm just really confused as to what I really want in life. When I'm in Texas, I want to be in California, and then when I'm in California, I want to be in Texas. So it's just a really big confusion to me. It's like when I ask like if you feel at home here, it's because like, it's like I don't feel like I'm really at home anywhere. And I was reading like a post, like an article, like, cause I looked up, why don't I ever feel like I'm at home? And someone was describing me, they were like, you never fall, like you don't, relationships don't work out for you, you don't want to settle with someone, you don't like your job, you hop from job to job, you hop from city to city. Nothing is ever enough. It's like, no matter where I go, it's just not enough. There's just something that is making me unhappy. Yeah. And you just don't feel at home, and that's my life. I don't commit to anyone. I've had opportunities where people have wanted to be with me. I don't allow it. I jump from city to city. I come back and forth from like LA to Austin, or Orange County to Austin. And I just don't want to be in just one place. Been feeling sad today because I think today's the day that I'm gonna finally go. And I've been putting it off. I've been staying with my other friend for a week. But yeah, Priscilla says just treat this as a vacation. I'm not tied anywhere. I don't like having to choose between here and there. I don't like having to choose. But I have to be somewhere. So it's like, I can only be one place at a time, so why does this have to be such a big deal?
Yeah, well, you can stay. No one's making you go.
True.
But you can go, come back anytime you want. We'll make it work. It's not about making it work. It'll work.
Things always seem to fall into place, don't they?
They do.
That's why I'm like, it's weird. It's like things fall into place here, but still it's just like, I have to go back for some stuff, I guess.
I agree. Sometimes you just need to go home for a little bit and then realize this is why I left. I drove when I said that.
Like I left, like I came back last time and then came back within a year.
Yeah. And that's okay. Like, I mean, we're going to be waiting for you with open arms,
It's hard. Living life, just not knowing what you're doing, just trying.
Well, just know that nothing is set in stone, and you didn't do anything wrong. What you're going through isn't a failure, or like, don't see it as your loss. See it as like an adventure. This is like the perfect time for you to go on a road trip. Why not be in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, Watch me shave my mustache.
True.
Like, everything will be okay.
What's really hard about leaving is that part of me that still wants to stay, but that part of me that's wanting to leave. It's really emotional because it feels like a failure even though I know it's not. I feel like I'm ready to be somewhere, but then I find out I'm not actually ready to be there. And so that does take a toll on me emotionally. Overall, I do need to go back to Texas. I do believe in my heart that I am meant to be in California, but just not yet. And that's okay. So my first stop in Texas is Haskell, Texas. My grandpa lived here, so it's a place with many special memories. I ended up staying 3 weeks to clear my head and to just visit with family and to give myself the mental break that I really needed. This is my grandpa, Eugene Plunkett. Lucy came up, and she is the one and only friend of mine who has come and visited the house where my grandpa lived. No one else has ever seen what I'm showing Lucy. Oh my God, Hannah has been calling me all morning, and she's like saying, I'm being a sneaky little rat right now.
Because you have your location on, she sees where you are.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't told anyone yet, like, that I'm back.
No, but that's obviously why. She's questioning you.
She's gonna ask me.
You didn't even mention it, like, maybe I might come back?
To Dad I did, but like, it's because I don't really have a solid plan, and everyone's gonna be asking me, what's your plan? And I'm gonna be like, nothing, and then I'm gonna look stupid. So I always have my location shared with Hannah, so she's seeing that I am in Texas, but I never called her to tell her that I'm back. So she's calling my phone over and over. I'm not ready to answer yet because I know that I'm gonna have some explaining to do, and I just don't know if I'm really ready to explain all this.
I mean, you don't look stupid. It's normal to not know.
I mean,
you can't have all the answers.
Stuff just happens. Let me call her. She thinks. Hey, what are you up to?
Oh shit! Where are you going?
What do you mean? Where am I going?
I see that you're in Texas. Where?
Yeah, I'm visiting Sarah.
Is that it?
No.
Okay, so you're coming home.
Yeah, but where's home? I don't have a home. I don't have a home.
Your hometown.
Yeah, true. I'm coming back to Austin, yes.
For how long?
I guess as long as I want. I was feeling like it wasn't time for me to really be there.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just didn't feel right being there at this point in my life. I felt like maybe I'm like messing with the natural order of things. I just feel like, and I don't know, it's like my mind wanted to be there, but my body was just like, not. I want to be in Texas, but I want to be in California, and it's just like no matter what I do, I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I don't want anyone to think I'm a failure, like I failed, because it wasn't that.
Nobody thinks that.
Yeah, thank you.
That?
At least I think people just see I take the risks and I'm brave, and I like even in California everyone's like, Philip, I would never do what you did. Like I guess I have to follow my soul, even if I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
That's fine. I feel like I got my ducks in a row and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm excited to see you though.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about party for him.
Oh my God. Well, if you do, don't spoil it. I'm just kidding. You can tell me, but thank you. That's a surprise that you'd want to throw me a party. I'm surprised at even that. See, it's not hard to please me. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye. The call went well, which is a big relief because I was just super stressed out. It turns out I'm just being really hard on myself, but people see me as someone who takes chances and opportunities and look up to that, so I shouldn't beat myself up. That went so well, and my sister supports me. She just gets concerned, for me sometimes. And I was just kind of worried. I was like, oh no, Hannah, like, don't think I'm a failure, that I'm going crazy again. But she was so...
She tells you the same thing we tell you.
I'm too hard on myself.
Yes, the only person stopping yourself from succeeding is you.
Thank y'all for always being so supportive of me, even though I'm losing my mind.
You said it, not me.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Yeah. So I'm talking to Dad for the first time since I've been back in Texas. I briefly told him before leaving California that I was wanting to come back, and my dad told me that if I chose to do so that I could stay with him. But it's been a little while since we've touched on that conversation, so I just didn't know where things still stood.
I'm sorry to hear that one. I heard you're back in Texas.
Yeah, I've been in Haskell for a little bit. bad spot right now where I don't even feel productive.
It's okay to be not okay.
It just sucks when you feel ready to do your own thing and then it just keeps falling back on me because my mental health gets out of whack. I've spent 3 weeks up north having a hard time coming back, and as much as I loved being up north, I think part of what also took so long for me to leave was my hesitation to coming back, because I was very nervous about what things would look like when I get back, how my situation would be. I didn't have my housing situation squared away because I didn't want to stay at my mom's and I wanted to stay at my dad's, but if I couldn't stay at my dad's, then I don't know what else my other option would be. So I was just really nervous.
And what can I do?
Well,
What can I do?
I'm not sure what people can do for me. I mean, I don't want to go back to mom's. Dad is asking me over and over, what can I do? And I just don't know how to answer it.
What can I do for you, Philip? We were kind of expecting you to come back here and land at my place for...
If that's something that you're okay with, I mean, I would appreciate it, but I don't know what, I don't know how the future is gonna play out right now. Like, I really don't. All I know is I really am trying to get my head in a good space.
You're welcome here. I told you that already. We'll do whatever we can do.
I know my dad can't do too much for me, but everything that he can do for me is everything to me.
I love you with all my heart
I love you too.
and more.
I am so focused on self-improvement because ultimately that's what I'm gonna have to do if I'm gonna move forward in life. I will be stuck if I don't work on self-improvement.
Your soul's very conflicted, and at this point it's not going to matter if you're in California or you're in Texas until you get things situated within your soul, you know, as far as, you know, addressing mental health issues and things like that. You know, basically, like I told you before, even if, you know, your career were to blow up tomorrow, you know, and I've told you that, you know, it could take one thing and it could blow up. I don't think it would last. I think you would crash because you've got things that you need to work on and deal with in order to actually find true happiness. And I think when you go out to California, you're going out there like on this high or whatever.
So I'm sitting outside and Sarah is having a deep conversation with me, which I really appreciate this conversation. I think it's something that I needed to hear. I can't move forward in my life until I deal with the cards that I have now and deal with them correctly. I'm wanting bigger things in life, but how can I handle the bigger things in life if I can't even handle the smaller things? Sarah hit the nail right on the head with everything that she's saying. Whether it's easy to hear or not, it's what I need to hear.
And then you get there and it's not really working out like you want it to. So then you want to come back to Texas and you're coming back kind of on a high or whatever.
I have this high between Texas and California, and hopping back and forth sort of gives me adrenaline. So when I'm in California, at first I feel that drive, but then I come crashing down, and then I come back to Texas and it gives me that adrenaline rush again. So I'm on this high, but it comes crashing down once again.
And then things aren't necessarily working out in Texas. So it's like, it's always between California and Texas. And it's not gonna matter where you're at or where you go until you take care of things that you're conflicted with within yourself. Nothing is going to really work out or last for you.
He just called me and told me he has skin cancer.
Huh?
My dad just called me and said that he has skin cancer, so I want to go and find out like what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like your uncle's paralyzed now, and then my dad is going through that. So I'm back in Austin after staying with Lucy for a week. So it's been a month that I've been back in Texas and I'm just barely in Austin. My dad called me to tell me that he has skin cancer. I have no clue how serious this is, so I was wanting to hurry up and get over there.
Jay! Hi, Jay!
Dre, my dad's dog, is excited to see me because he hasn't seen me in 5 months. I'm excited to see him. And seeing Dad for the first time was also special. I really did miss my family. It is so hard being 1,200 miles away from your family. And so it just feels good to be back and at least be close to them. So what stage are you at with your skin cancer?
Well, it is what it is. Luckily, it's the, if you're gonna get skin cancer, that's the one to get. I have to take a chunk of my nose out. If I need any restorative, like plastic surgery done, they can usually do it right there on that day. They'll take the area.
Did you hear that? My dad is gonna beat me to a nose job.
It's a different type of nose job, Philip. Calm down.
He's still beating me to the nose job. That's something I was thinking.
I mean, wow, you got a wonderful nose.
I am thankful to hear that my dad's skin cancer is pretty mild and it seems like it will be a simple procedure, but my dad might be beating me to a nose job. I mean, not fair. I mean, but it's under bad circumstances, so I wouldn't wish that upon myself, but I want a nose job. In conclusion, I'm glad I've realized that I need to tackle my mental health and address it, because if I don't address it, then things will not get better. If I can't handle my small cards, then I can't handle my big cards. It's essential that now that I'm back in Texas and around my family, that I take care of my mental health and I do what I need to do. At the end of the day, I'm also glad that my family tells me that I'm just being hard on myself. It's okay to not figure everything out right now. I'm allowed to go out and explore, and when I come crashing down, they will have my back. And I'm just grateful for them.